Lock your knees. Lock your knees. Lock your freaking knees.
Welcome to another episode of the Christian Buddy Show. I'm deeply grateful that you've taken the time out of your day to watch this episode. I've recently completed a 6-week Bikram and Pilates challenge, which began on the 4th of November and ended on the 15th of December. Here we go, guys. This is the card that tracked all my progress. So if you guys are curious, I attended 50 classes, 27 of them were Bikram Yoga, 23 of them were Pilates. But hey, who gives a shit? At the end of the day, I made this video to inspire you guys to become your best, to set targets, to set high performance targets and ensure that fitness and health is a high priority for yourself. So with that said, let's dive into this video. Peace and let's go. Ooh. Alright guys, so currently on our way I'm on my way to the second session for the day. Dad's on his way for the first. How's the body feeling today?
Stiff and sore from Friday.
Stiff and sore. So Dad's been doing, how many sessions? You've done about 5 sessions
this week
so far in the challenge.
Yeah.
And the body's feeling a bit stiff, a bit sore, a bit hesitant to go to the session today. But I'm gonna push through and hopefully come out good on the other side. Hello, I got a camera. Hello. This is Mayumi for everyone watching. She's the best yoga instructor ever. So this is the current challenge board. As you can see, yours truly right here. So these are all the challenges that all the students have to go through. Bikram Yoga was founded by a man called Bikram Choudhury and draws inspiration from traditional Hatha yoga techniques. The birth of Bikram Yoga began when Bikram suffered a severe weightlifting injury. He was advised by doctors that he wouldn't be able to walk again. As a result, Bikram Yoga was born. The 26 posture series was successfully implemented into his life and used to recover from his injuries. The practice itself consists of 26 postures, including 2 breathing exercises, and is generally performed in a room heated to 40 degrees and 40% humidity, 104 Fahrenheit. This obviously varies according to each studio and amount of individuals in each class. Just wanted to make the point that yes, Bikram himself is under quite a number of allegations currently. Putting that aside and remaining positive that he has obviously given us a good practice to work with and we are grateful for this practice. Moving on, I'm going to go over some of my most favorite exercises and yes, most challenging exercises. Starting with the awkward pose. The awkward pose helps with circulation of blood throughout the knees as the individual is required to bend down, requires immense balance, and will strengthen the calves and quads of the individual. Second pose is the standing head to knee. This requires immense balance on the standing leg, flexibility in the knee that is kicked out, which is being extended. And the funny thing is that there's levels to this stuff. Once you start to master the basic structure of this posture, it gets more difficult because you need to move your head down to your knee, as what the posture includes standing head to knee. So there is definitely levels to this. The third pose is the standing bow pulling pose. I'd say that this requires more balance and more concentration than standing head to knee, simply for the fact that it comes directly after standing head to knee and the individual may be fatigued. There's an immense burning sensation in the quad, not to scare anyone off. It does open up your shoulders and it does require some form of arm strength to keep your leg upright. Now, the final pose that I'm going to go through is the Camel Pose. This pose is quite difficult because it is nearing the end of the sequence of postures and the individual may feel a little bit tired, but it is the deepest back bend and you really get a sense of blood flow through the body once you do this exercise correctly. It's not all sunshine and lollipops though, because this practice does take a toll on the individual and you may feel muscle fatigue, or if you're not drinking enough water, you also may feel dehydration. So it is quite important that you have a good warm up before you practice and drink 1.5 to 2 liters throughout the day, because this is the amount you may sweat, maybe 1.5 liters of water or more throughout the practice. How long have you been practicing for?
3 years.
And you would highly recommend it to friends and family?
Oh yeah, I would totally recommend it. Do you want to know how good you feel after yoga class? Not good. However you want. I recommend it to all my friends and family. My dad actually got me onto it. I'm trying to get the rest of my family to do it. And I brought so many friends and they love it too.
Awesome.
So yeah, you have no excuse. No excuse not to feel awesome.
Alright guys, here we have Paul. We've just finished off a Bikram Yoga session here. How long have you been doing yoga for?
On and off, about 9 months, once a week.
And
once a month.
once a month. And would you recommend it to family and friends?
Absolutely. Feeling always so good after this. Oh yeah, absolutely.
And here we have over here Frank. How long have you been doing yoga for, Frank?
6 years, buddy.
And you highly recommend yoga to anyone who hasn't tried it. What would you say to?
Fine specimen over there. It's done for 9 months. Have a look at that white body tube.
Yeah.
Look at it. Look at it.
Alright guys, I know I didn't get a chance to touch on Pilates. I'm going to leave that for another video. Basically, my findings for the whole 6-week period was that I fluctuated in weight anywhere between 69 and 74 kilos. My body fat percentage fluctuated between 12 and 14%. My max heart rate throughout classes was anywhere between 174 and 185. And surprisingly, I grew 1 centimeter in height, most likely due to the contortioning of the spine and elongating of hamstring muscles. I'm not too sure of the science behind it, but it is what it is. Before I let you guys go, I want to touch on one critical point and one thing that I found absolutely incredible with the Bikram Yoga practice, and that is a term called catharsis. In other words, cleansing or purging the body, purging the mind. This is quite a deep topic, and within the practice, if you are able to push yourself hard enough, push yourself through discipline, you get to this stage in the practice where you start to purge out all your emotional baggage. You start to release all these things that have gone on in your whole life, from childhood, from birth to your current existence, and you let everything go. And you feel an extreme feeling of peace and inner stillness through this process. And this is the one critical reason why I keep returning to Bikram Yoga, is to chase that feeling. I know I shouldn't really be chasing that feeling, that natural high, but it is so damn good. It is so good. Anyway guys, I hope you learned something from this video or you appreciate this video. Please like, subscribe, comment, anything, show me some love. And I got some bloopers and funnies coming up for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video once again. Christian buddy, peace for you.
I got a sore back today, stiff and sore from Friday.
Stiff and sore.
Yeah, I struggled yesterday, struggling a bit today. I've got sore knees from tennis yesterday.
How's the body feeling before?
Terrible.
Terrible.